Hello everybody, Shadefyre here. It's been a little while, but now we're back with more Resident Evil 7, and we're going to crack through some more of the DLC. Things might sound a little different, but I'm not sure if that's for the better or the worse just yet. So we're going to continue with banned footage. And we already did Daughters last time, which is kind of the only particularly story-related one of these DLC. There is a little bit of its own kind of self-contained story in the other ones, to some extent, but Daughters is the only one that ties directly into the main game. So we're going to do Bedroom next, and unlike pretty much all the other Resident Evil stuff I've done, this one is not going to be completely blind, as I have actually tried to record this one a few times and gotten varying degrees of distance through it. So I know what to do through some of the early stuff, but I haven't completed it or anything. And we'll start over. So we're playing as Clancy here from the Sewer Gators team. And I can't remember now if Clancy is the one that we found, death by birthday cake in the main game, or if that was the cameraman. Actually, Clancy was the cameraman, wasn't he? Since the other two were Pete and Andre, so I guess we are Clancy the cameraman.
Our daughter really likes you. She wants you to be her big brother. Oh, now don't get too excited. Don't jump up and down just yet. You want to be part of this family, you gotta eat like family. That smells good, don't it? You eat all this and you can be one of us. Then I'll take those things off and you can go out and play. But you gotta eat all of it.
Wow, this looks delicious. Really, it looks great.
He may be strapped to the bed, but Clancy always remembers his manners.
Wait, is there anything else to eat?
You don't need nothing else. Now eat your goddamn supper.
So, our whole goal is just to escape from the room, as it says there. So, we essentially just have to kind of do a similar thing to the birthday puzzle, except, hopefully without ending in fiery death. There is a bit of a wrinkle here, which we'll see. First, let's grab our spoon, Jimmy the lock. Not even really much of a lock. I guess they couldn't have tied down both our hands then, because we couldn't eat. You can also eat the food she gave us, but it will hurt you. And it is possible to eat yourself to death. Very quickly, actually. I think it's only like 2 or 3 bites. So you can see there is a snake key in there. But we can't actually do anything without this lantern. Got one of these little Turner combinations. Probably the same lock, set to a different code. Let's grab the lighter. Yeah, so we actually don't want to open this, and you'll see why shortly. At the same time as all the other clocks. That puzzle hint we have seen before in the main game. And I believe the time is actually the same solution. So we got some painting frames here, or spaces for painting frames, and one mismatched painting. Got a clock here that we can't open, and unfortunately we can't just pick it with our shiv spoon. Seriously, it looks like you could stab somebody's eye out with that thing. Got another painting here, and some very protective alcoholic spiders. I guess this is another product of the underground spiders. Now we have a spot here for something, but we can't actually do anything with that just yet.
Shit, I'm not touching that.
Spiders might touch me, man. Got a clock here, which we would set to the same time as the other clocks, but we don't know the time yet. And also the clock hand fell off, so we'll need to find something to replace that with. Let's see, there is a door under there, which I have not opened, but I assume that's how we escape. So we can't use our sharpened spoon, but we can just use this very flimsy little clock hand to pick this. So there's another painting there.
What was that noise?
So here's the kind of wrinkle of this mode. Marguerite is coming back. Nope, no, stop.
See, I've been out of bed. Shit, I'm not
So-
touching that.
We actually need to put everything back the way it was, so she doesn't know we've been out of bed.
What the hell is all that noise?
Okay, I think that's everything. Let's put this back on the rack. Nope, that's the wrong one.
Back. Huh? Now hold on just a minute. Well, everything seems in order. Come on now, eat up. I made that just for you. Don't worry, I'll be back real soon.
You'd think we could just, like, dump it in one of the dresser drawers or something so she'll think we ate it. Also, I'm not really sure what this Evelyn family insistence on feeding people, you know, rotting human body parts is gonna... how that's gonna help people fit in to her little family unit. Alright, so let's grab the other two paintings. We didn't have to put the one back in the clock because she can't see in there. Lucas thought this was such a good little trick with the bleeding doll that he reused it later. Alright, so let's take these down. Let's put this one back. So now we got the sewing needle, which we can somehow just get the stick on there. It's got a convenient, perfectly placed hole. And let's check the time here. So it is 5 o'clock. Now, if this clock's not actually working, and it's just stuck at 5 o'clock, then how come the, you know, the hour alarm went off? I mean, you can hear it ticking. So maybe this one is just not set at all, and that's why it's part of the puzzle. Also, why is this puzzle even set up? I mean, maybe they'll answer it at the end, but this is just supposed to be where they lock people until they decide to kill them or, you know, recruit them. So why did Lucas presumably build this whole weird setup? I mean, he's probably watching.
Shit.
So you can see we need the snake key to get out here.
Who's making that noise?
Like, why does this bed even have that sliding mechanism? Also, I think you only get the timer the very first time, just to give you an idea of how long you have.
Is that you again, Lucas? I keep telling you, boy, keep it down.
Stop grinding your bed around, Lucas. Always with your damn machines.
Don't that just smell like heaven? I made it especially for you.
You hardly even touched your intestine soup.
Has someone been in here? Oh, something ain't right.
I mean,
That picture was there in the corner for a reason.
oh, I forgot that
You
corner
dirty
picture.
lying little shitbird! Don't you go making me angrier!
So yeah, if she catches you and you fuck up, you just take damage, but as far as I can tell, there's no way to get your health back, so you don't really have a lot of mistakes you can make. And what's for dinner now? More steamed
God,
guts.
I love home cooking.
I'm not sure why she gave us a little stove, though.
Damn it. Damn it.
Okay, so this note on the floor here actually gives us a hint. Death granted darkness to the man from the west. As the man traveled on, he gave his flesh to the four beasts of the earth, and when he arrived in the east, he was charred black with ardent joy. So if we look at the paintings here, a man covered in flames, a man whose eyes were stolen by the Reaper, and 4 white crows picking at rotting flesh. I'm not quite sure why the crows would be beasts of the earth. I mean, you know, they are scavengers, birds that pick up the corpses, but I'm not sure that would count as beasts of the earth. No, right, I have to actually get close. So, first we put that, then burn guy. And that gets us a different passage. And that actually is one of the hints here for this. And the other hints for this are on the spoon and the fork. So apple snake and club thing. Or I guess that just kind of looks like a maple leaf. Or an ivy leaf. Some kind of leaf. I'm not really good with identifying leaves. So apple, snake, upside down leaf. Thought it was apple, snake, leaf. Oh, no, wait, I'm stupid. I forgot that this actually is the hint right here. It's fork, then middle, then spoon, not the other way around. So yeah, it's snake, apple, and leaf. And it's been a couple weeks since the last time I recorded this. Alright, before we fuck around with any of that stuff, let's put these back the way they should be. So there's our snake key. We need to, I guess, escape, or at least progress. Maybe another shadow painting. Got a dead rat. I think there's 3 of these, and they're just collectibles for an achievement. They don't do anything else. Some solid fuel. And we're not going to use that for a flamethrower this time. Can I close this? There we go. Zoe hides knives behind everything in the house. And yeah, if we pull open this one dresser, all it does is guarantee that we get caught. Now, I think that knife is actually not there until you read that note, but I hadn't actually checked. Probably should have checked that before reading the note. Alright, so we got the knife. Use the knife to open up this shadow puppet box. Yeah, we can put the lantern in here, but I'm not sure if we have the objects we need for this just yet. In fact, I know we don't, because I have started this puzzle, but I have not completed it. So this is about where I got to in previous recordings. So we're actually gonna need to deal with these spiders. Put down our stove. That's not what I meant to do. And then you would think you just light it, right? But no, you actually do need that solid fuel for this stove. Right. And you have to combine them in your inventory. And then use the lighter on the stove.
Gotta get back.
I think I actually... Is this drawer open? No.
enjoying this, dang it!
I mean, what do you think she's doing when she's not up here? Just wandering in circles downstairs looking for someone?
Now hold on just a minute. Oh, just my imagination. Ugh, why are you so stubborn? You better eat or I'm gonna shove it down your throat.
I'm not sure if we have an actual time limit here because it seems like, you know, Marguerite's appearance is only triggered by doing certain things, so it doesn't seem to be based on how long we take. Alright, so we got the corkscrew. We can unscrew the cork that is somehow holding this thing on. I guess we don't need to close it. So, this is where I stopped, and we have to figure out which of these go where. And fit into, you know, what orientation. I'm not sure how one of these would form a snake shape, though. Because I'm pretty sure this one is the one that goes at the top there. But it seems like the only way you'd get kind of the general snake shape is by doing something sort of sideways-y like this. Then again, there was one of them in the main game that really didn't need to be as precise as you thought it did. I thought you could move stuff further and closer, though. Oh, wait, I think I actually remember what I'm doing wrong here. I'm pretty sure you can actually combine these two. Yeah, and that one is just the Medusa. But I'm not sure what we'd use for this one. Oh, not that. Like, I don't think I have anything that really looks like a snake. I wonder if there's like a hole in one of these. Okay, so that can be combined. I like the description for that too. A weird item you made by joining the two hooks together. Now, is there a way I can get this to snake? Maybe. Thing is, whatever goes here has to be kind of small because, I mean, obviously it's closer to the light and therefore is going to show up bigger. Yeah, I don't think there's a way I can rotate this to be small enough. But I don't think there's anything I missed. Anything else we could take and, you know, manipulate. Yeah, we can't separate these. These things are definitely kind of disproportionate, though, because that knife is not much bigger than this lighter, and it was covering the entire thing. Like, look how big this friggin' fork is. No, not that. Can't even open this wardrobe. I'm just trying to think, like, what would even be that shape that we could possibly use. Can't even put the hook back. I thought maybe I could, like, mount the lantern back here, and it would be farther back. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing in here, right? I don't think any of the paintings would really work. Since I don't think you can combine them, and thus we can't, like, poke two eye holes in them with the spoon. Can't combine the lantern with anything. And there's nothing, like, stuck to it. I may have to look around a bit more. Alright, so after some investigating, I didn't find anything else, so I did actually look it up because I didn't want to be stuck on this. And it turns out we did have the right item. It's the fork. I just kind of assumed it wasn't because of how big it was projected, but I guess you're supposed to, yeah, kind of do something like this.
Clancy, where are you? Are you in there?
Nope, nobody in here.
Quick, use your head.
Kind of odd that Clancy just projects this lantern glow, even without the lantern. Maybe we're wearing it on our shirt somewhere. she's a bit more of a wimp than Jack.
That hurt me, you son of a bitch! No! Oh, fucker! I'm gonna make you eat that knife!
And thus, Clancy escaped. Oh, that's it? We don't even get a thing of him getting captured again? Alright then. That's another piece of banned footage. So I guess next we'll probably do Nightmare, because 21 is quite a different thing. Maybe we'll do 21 next, I'm not sure. But we have those two left, as well as Ethan Must Die, which is a whole other thing, and will probably be like a 2 or 3-parter, maybe. And then Jack's 55th birthday, which is probably going to be a pretty short thing, so that'll probably be another single episode of its own. Anyhow, I've been Shadefyre, this is Resident Evil 7's DLC, and I hope you'll join me again next time. And that there aren't terrible, terrible audio issues with this. Take care, folks.